When you type in an FQDN or host name into your browser and hit enter, what happens next is that the browser checks its local cache to see if it knows which IP address corresponds to this FQDN. If no such relation is found in the cache, the browser queries against an authoritative DNS server for the IP address associated with that FQDN. This query can result in two types of records being returned. If the address is an IPv4 address, then the server returns for an A record. If the address is an IPv6 address, then the server returns a quad of A known as AA record. Just as a DNS server can look up an IP address associated with an FQDN, it can also perform a reverse lookup. When querying for an IP address, the DNS server retrieves a pointer record, which points to a CNAME, which stands for Canonical Name Record. CNAME records are simply aliases for A or Quad A records. For instance, a subdomain such as www.udacity.com may point to the actual website address udacity.com. Another type of record is an NS or name server record. This record indicates which DNS server is authoritative for that domain. An authoritative server is a server that holds the actual DNS record for that zone or domain. Lastly, there is an MX, which stands for MX Exchanger record. An MX record specifies which server will handle an email request on behalf of a recipient's domain. So when you type in cybersecurity-support@udacity.com, the DNS will look up at udacity.com and provide the IP address of the mail server. There are many other DNS record types, but the ones described here are by far the most common types. If you are interested in learning about other types, check the links in the additional resource section.